I decided to buy wifey a little gazebo that she could sit under and, you know, get it erected, but not out in the yard because Arkansas is hot, way hot out in the yard. I'm going to go ahead and install it on the deck. It's just about the right. This is a 9 feet 8 inch by 9 feet 8 inch. And I don't know what the height is. It says 104.33 inches in height, whatever that amounts to. It's definitely tall enough. Anyway, she's been a good girl, so I went ahead and decided to get her one. Alright, we're making some headway. I got my fifth oldest grandson, Ethan, here. What do you think about this construction? This is a real physics deal, isn't it? Piece of cake,
simple,
really. It's simple, yeah.
Hard to put together at the same time.
Not hard together, it's just...
The clips are really annoying to get in, but they won't come out.
Oh, well, it'll be fine. As soon as we get the canopy back up, we start laying around, you know, looking rich and everything, and let people look at us, it'll be a piece of cake, right?
Yep.
I decided to whip up a gallon mixture of magnesium sulfate to put on the tomato plants. They're starting to do pretty good, but I want to make the stalks really strong this year, and I want to make them nice and green. Now, magnesium sulfate, for those of you who don't know, is Epsom salt. Epsom salt. You pick it up at Walmart for less than $1 for this little quart deal here. It's a crystal, and I put a tablespoon and just a tad more, just to be on the safe side, in a gallon jug of water, and I mixed it up. Now we're going to go out and throw it down those watering pipes a little bit in each plant. You don't want to overdo it though. Our old shed needs some new siding put on one end. It never really got it years ago when I did the rest. I don't know why. I guess I ran out of money, ran out of initiative, ran out of something. I don't know. Anyway, we're doing a primer coat on it first. I've got my my grandson Evan over here. It's the weekend again. You don't need any time off, do you, Evan? I mean, you work all week. You can work the weekends too, right? Yeah, you can work 7 days a week, you know, 12 hours a day, right?
Yeah.
That's right. Anyway, he's priming them, and then when he gets done priming them, he's going to paint each one. Then we just start cutting them up and screwing them onto the side of the shed. Probably be a next weekend job. Alright, we are making some progress. Look at here, look at here. All we got to do now is put the cap on it. Probably, I don't know if we were supposed to do that first or not, but it doesn't matter. We're going to get it on, aren't we, Ethan?
Yep.
You betcha, he's hard at it. And the old Craftsman lawnmower decided to give up the ghost. I don't know what's the matter with it. It starts, I haven't really had time to work on it. It starts and then it'll run for a few seconds and just quit. It acts like it's starved for gas. Anyway, I'll go ahead. I went ahead and power washed the entire thing, got it looking real good. Now I can start working on it. I'm going to drain the gas tank, clean it all out. It's never been done. I know the filter's good. The fuel filter's good. Gas is going right on through it with no problem. But we're going to find out exactly what it is. I don't know how many of you have ever tried these rescue fly traps. I'll tell you what, they are fantastic. It's a plastic bag. You cut a hole in the top and you lift this plastic thing up. And then you fill it with water up to the fill line, which is this yellow line right here. And then there's some chemical in there. There's a bag of powder that automatically dissolves in 2 to 5 hours. And it puts out an odor. It's not the best smelling stuff in the world, but the flies will come in. They'll go down in that thing, and that's it. I mean, this thing, believe it or not, will fill up to here with flies before it's over. And then all I got to do is throw it in the trash when I'm done. And we have one in the front of the house and one in the rear. And of all the different fly things we've ever tried, like I said, these have a little bit of smell to them that's just not too cool, but that's to draw the flies. Of all the traps we ever tried, these are the most effective. I think they're the best. Alright, it's beginning to take shape. We got old Ethan there hard at it. He's up there in the top putting that top cap on. He said he feels like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. He's all bent over and up high. We got our tomato plants in a little late this year. And instead of weeding the entire garden, I decided to just, keep weeding around a nice area around the tomato plants. Just keep that going, keep watering them, and make sure I tie them up on these. I decided to use bamboo this year. I'm going to make some cross sticks to lash on here probably in a day or two. But I'm already getting a yellow flower on that one down there. So let's go ahead and put a little bit of this magnesium sulfate down in there, down in the old watering pipe. That's all it takes. I'll give you one more here. Let's see, one more here. That's all it takes. And they should turn real dark green, and the stalks, especially the outer skin, get really strong. You do this about 4 times during the planting and harvesting season. Now I'm happy with our nice little gazebo on the back deck. Looks really good. I'll tell you what a place to lay under there and take a little nap, you know. We got the scalding Arkansas sun coming up in July and August, and we're going to be well protected from that. Meanwhile, wifey got impatient waiting for me to fix the Craftsman. So while I was down in Mesquite, Texas at a karate tournament last week, she was out at Lowe's buying this Troy-built 22 horsepower with the Kohler engine. Nice little rig. She mowed with it one time. Look how dirty it got. Like, I'm going to have to wash that off. But anyway, it was time for us to have a new mower anyway. This one's got a 46-inch cut. You know, it was time. Our other one was 15 years old. You got to get off the wallet once in a while. Well, you know how it is around this place. Put up a gazebo, and wifey needs new furniture for the deck. I'm not sure if this means the end of my corner in the deck videos or not. Anyway, she got some new stuff. But we have a problem here, folks. We have a problem, a future problem. I'm going to have to solve it. Used to be when it rained, water came off the edge of the roof and just, you know, went down in this area down here. Well, now, with this slanted gazebo roof here, it's going to come off, hit the slanted gazebo roof, and come straight down against this glass sliding door. So what I'm going to have to do is Ethan and I are going to have to put a 14-foot piece of gutter all the way across that edge you see right there. I've always used an incandescent bulb, you know, in my lamp. 40 watts if I could get away with it, and 60 if I couldn't, to light up the bottom of my chassis here to enable you to see things whenever I do a video. And one of the subscribers I have named David, he said, John, you know, you're really getting that yellowish look on your videos when you turn the light out. You need to go to a daylight CFL. Well, I've always been against CFLs because they're made in China and they're the only ones who make them. And in my mind, you can bet some congressmen and senators got their pockets lined pretty good for that little Chinese deal. Anyway, so I fight back any way I can. But he recommended I get these things called daylight CFLs, and I decided to go ahead and make an exception. They weren't that expensive. And here's what it looks like with the CFL, the daylight CFL. Look at the difference in brightness. I'm impressed. Okay, that was a good deal. That was a good suggestion. And I've told you folks many times that when I hear something good, I do it. I follow a good suggestion or good advice, I take it. So that does a really good job. I can really light the place up with that. Look at there. Alright, I'm still not going to put CFLs in my house though, you know. I'm still very upset about it. Now if they make them in the United States, I'll buy them. They make them in China, forget it. And the old doggies are finally washed out. They need their little rest. Look at old Mac. He's just so down. He's so tired. He says, I need to sleep. I need a nap. Well, how's your leg feeling now, Grandma? I'm going to film everybody. It hurts? It still hurts?
Yeah.
It's been, what, 5 weeks? You've gotten therapy, nurses. It's been, yeah, I think it's been about that long. 4 to 5 weeks. Yeah. Still got it in the old boot, though. But at least the swelling has gone down.
Yeah, it's gone.
It's still swollen a little bit, but
yeah,
it's gone down quite a bit. But it'll be better in another week or two.
well, it should be.
Yeah.
Well, 6 weeks.
Today is juniper trimming day. They've been needing it for quite a while, so wife is complaining that when she backs out she can't see very well down the road. And when wifey can't see, that means John and old Ethan go to work, isn't that right?
Yep.
Well, I am in pain. A red wasp just came out of there. Nailed me right in the forehead. Ooh, God, it hurts like crazy. I'm going to get that sucker. Well, there's the red wasp nest I disturbed. He didn't like that. I'll tell you what, I'm numb all the way down around my eyes. That guy, he hit me good. It is raining, and the old gazebo is being christened. So Ethan and I were able to take a break from juniper cutting and come in and start working on the radio a little early. The plan was to work in the morning on the juniper trees, get that done, then come in and work the rest of the day on radios, which is the fun part, right, Ethan? Yep. Well, that's it, folks. The juniper trees have all been trimmed. And that's what I did on my Father's Day. Until next time, this is John. A while back, Wifey was sticking her mop in a bucket underneath one of our ceiling fans, and when she went up with the handle, she was sloshing it up and down in the bucket. When she went up with the handle, she jammed it up into the whirling blades. Well, of course, they got bent and twisted, and this glass got broke. So she went out and said, I want you to put me up a new ceiling fan. It just never ends around this place.